Nigeria had 2 yellow cards in that game. Morocco had none, so which means it was a very bad officiating. You are giving a Ghanaian ref to officiate that kind of match. Nigeria kept quiet.
That referee was overwhelmed by the pressure of the game.
They centered the referee between Nigeria and Morocco. He is a Ghanaian. You know the controversy between Nigeria and Ghana, comparing themselves. Ghana jollof is better than Nigerian jollof. Nigerian jollof is better than Ghana jollof. I knew that came to play. The center referee's names are Daniel Niyi Aye Laryea. He's Ghanaian. He had a whole lot of controversy, a whole lot of wrong calls that he made in that match. Chima, Daniel Laryea, the Ghanaian referee. What can you say about it? Did he disappoint you or did he do well?
As we are talking right now, his Instagram page has been brought down.
You will open another one.
Already.
You can create another one.
There was a time yesterday during the game, maybe I think after first half or before 90 minutes, about 300 comments under his page. Before, when the game ended, we were having about more than almost 15,000 or so. Then I think they reported his account and they brought down the account because a lot of series of abuses and all of those things. So, but in full honesty, I will not blame the referee in that game. I did not blame him, but yes, he had so many few calls that he should have given to Nigeria. And me looking at the game, Nigeria had 2 yellow cards in that game. Morocco had none yellow card. So, which means it was a very bad officiating. But then, CAF giving a Ghanaian referee to officiate the Nigerian game, and Nigeria kept quiet. They did not say anything. Before this match,
that we are neighbors.
Before this match, Cameroon versus Morocco. Before the game, Egyptian ref was announced to officiate the game. Morocco did not agree. They wrote a petition to CAF to change the referee, and the CAF listening to them, they changed the referee. Then knowing where that okay, they gave Nigeria a Ghanaian referee, knowing where that they are neighbors, there's no way Ghanaian referee will favor Nigeria, because if they favor Nigerian, it will. We are not saying they should favor anybody, but there's no way anything that happened, the referee will even want to blow against Nigeria more, so that it will not look like he's supporting the black people. You understand? But if they have given maybe Abongile, the South African ref, to officiate that game instead of being the VAR or this thing, it would have been far better. But you can't tell me that kind of game with that kind of high intensity, you are giving a Ghanaian ref to officiate that kind of match. Nigeria kept quiet. If Nigeria Federation cannot play the politics of football, then why are you NFF chairman? Why are you the chairman of NFF? Because I see that Nigerians are not ready. We are too emotional. We behave like pastors and Alhaji and Afars. And by so doing that, you're not even a nice person. In football, there are no nice people. In football, if you want to play football, you must play football on and off the pitch. These Moroccans, they play this football outside the pitch before getting into the pitch. But Nigeria, we only play this football inside the pitch. They announced this Ghanaian referee, NFF chairman, Gusau, kept quiet all this while. No petition, no call, not even anything at all to try to CAF. Say, we don't want this referee, change it to us. So now let us now know if the CAF will not change the referee. But you kept quiet. You believe that you don't want to offend CAF. You don't want don't worry, you will do anything that happen. Let's take it. Always play the nice man game. That is not how football is being made. All these guys, look at all these Joan Laporta, all these Florentino Perez of Real Madrid, all these guys, they know how to play. They know the business of football. Now, when you see these presidents of these footballs all over the world, or even club side that are doing well, Florentino Perez, Joan Laporta, all of these club side that are doing well, you see them when the FA rules something against them, they know this thing is quite wrong. They know they are at fault, but they still want to stand. They still want to intimidate the FA to know if they are going to judge the matter in their favor. You see them when they collect unnecessary card, knowing whether your player is at fault, they still come out to that is how to fight. Just fight for your team. Football is not only on the field of play, but outside the field of play. This is what all these North Africans usually do to all these our West African brothers. Our West African brothers, they don't know how to play the politics of football. That is why you will hardly see them in CAF president. The same thing, okay, in terms of Samuel Eto'o, at least if not for the corruption and the way Samuel Eto'o have that kind of vibe, have that kind of ginger that you can't fight against him somehow, even though they did it against him, against Cameroon. But at least he protested, he said this is wrong. How can you? But you say on NFF chairman, they will come and watch, but they will see that maybe they are vying for the position or so in CAF this thing. But the main thing they're supposed to do to even assist the footballers should not come and do all these things outside the pitch. Their own job is to play on the field of play. Your Your own job is to fight for this guy. Then let the guys do their job on the field of play. You expect Osimhen or who again to come and be saying we don't want this referee. You should at least protest, knowing where that Cameroon, knowing where that Cameroon and Morocco it happened. You also protest and no, I don't want a Ghanaian ref to come and officiate this man.
Yes.
Change it for us. Change it for, but Nigeria did not do that. We waited on the inside, but yes, it was not because of the referee that we lost. To be honestly speaking, these guys they played better more than Nigeria.
Albert, Laryea, the Ghana referee.
This one don't get it to do with Ghana Jollof or Nigeria Jollof. This one have football.
But I believe that came to play.
Okay, see, CAF handed over the officiating to Daniel Laryea because he has officiated so many AFCON games before now, and he has performed credibly well. He's a FIFA batch referee and all of that. But coming into that game against Nigeria and Morocco, he made so many mistakes. The yellow card that was given to Calvin Bassey as against Ibrahim Diaz, so many infringement that was, you understand, spotted against Nigeria that was not supposed to be. I think, in my own perspective, that the pressure was on him. The pressure was on him. He's a human. The fans, the crowd, the home fan, the pressure, and if you notice very well, at every point he officiates a particular kind of infringement, the entire Moroccan players, 4, 5, 6 of them, will be upon him. The referee shouted to a point he was tired. You get what I'm trying to say? So I think that match, because, you know, in the wake of when Nigeria wanted to play against, I think Rwanda, that they gave us a South African referee, CAF said something. CAF said they wanted to give that match to a referee that has the capacity to curtail matches that are high tempo. It can curtail the excesses and ensure that the game is calm and played in the way it should be played. So I feel that's why Daniel Laryea was given the match against a footballing nation like Nigeria and the host nation like Morocco. But at the end of the day, so many glitches, so many issues that came into power. But you see, there's one thing about officiating. When a referee makes a mistake, but it's just that in the course of officiating that game, he did not awarded an unwanted pregnancy, because now some people want
penalty or penalty.
Penalty. Unwanted penalty. Thank you, not pregnancy. Penalty as well can be a pregnancy in the course of a game. Now, the pregnancy now proper is, people want to argue that the ball that hits Calvin Bassey on the hand is a penalty. But according to FIFA rules, his hand was in his body. It was not swung
and
out
moreover,
of
the ball even hit his thigh before
yes,
it
but
into his hand.
It can be argued.
It was in a natural position.
It can be argued. Are you getting it? It was not awarded. So he aborted that. You understand? He aborted that pregnancy for Nigeria, because it can be argued any time. We have seen 1 or 2 occasions where such kind of incident, the center referee awarded it, and there's nothing he can do. But thank God, in the course of the game, he did not awarded penalties or things that actually cost Nigeria a lone goal as against Morocco. But he made some mistakes in which I believe the game, the own fan, the pressure actually overwhelmed him. That's why all those mistakes come. But as a matter of fact, he's a human being. That's one thing. That's one way I see life. There are some certain things that will be bigger than you as a human being. No matter how you think you are solid, no matter how Goliathan you think you are, there's a place you find yourself at some point in life, depending on the kind of people or atmosphere you find yourself, it may take you unaware and sweep you off your feet. So he's officiating against the Nigeria-Morocco side. There were so many lapses and mistakes he made, but at the end of the day, end up in penalty. That is why some people could not hold him responsible for the cause of Nigeria exiting from the semi-final. So, but it's a nice one. Life goes on.
Anyway, but that's your opinion. No matter whatever you say, Nigeria will still blame him because he's Ghanaian. Because of the controversies we have with Ghana. But then, Albert, there was this incident that Bruno Onyemaechi pulled out the ball. It was on the touchline. Then the referee had to stop the play, gave it as a free kick, and there was no infringement in that particular incident.
Yes, I did mention that the referee was confused at some point in the game because of pressure. The pressure was too much on him. But the thing is this, Chima was talking about CAF changing the referee, because before that match, I think it was a Mauritius referee.
Yes, it was
that was
Mauritius, that
said
was
to be now.
yeah.
Now the referee was changed about 48 hours before the match, but there was no reaction from NFF or whatsoever. But now, if the football administrators of Nigeria are not hyperactive or proactive, this is not the first time it's happening. It's not the second time it's happening. It's not even the third time. Even the qualifiers, referee were changed. So for us to keep shouting and shouting, we just shout for people to understand that we identify these flaws from our administrators. We want them to work, be on their heels and work. Don't just come to the stadium, stay in big luxury hotels, fly aircraft, going to one place to another without doing that thing that you were elected for.
And be owing bonus.
And be owing bonus. That thing, and you, as an administrator, you are not being owed, but you are owing the players. So the thing is that the referee has, and there's one thing that actually happens when you don't fight for these things for not to happen. When this referee come into the pitch and perform abysmally, and the loser goes home with injuries, with bruises, with anger, with tears, the game cannot be rescinded back. That game cannot be replayed. Are you getting it? But the referee has caused the damage. He has caused the damage. But what is the NFF doing before this referee was put on the center stage? Because if it were to be other countries in Africa that they have proactive measures, that the administrators are working hand in glove within themselves, are you getting it? They would have protested against the referee coming in and suggested a referee from another nation.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? So that at the end of the day, Ghana, Nigeria, we are closer than Ghana and Morocco. So, but I find it hard to figure out that the referee actually thought about being partial coming into the game. I'm talking in my own perspective as a human being. I don't think the referee came into that game with the thought of being partial or favoring one team against the other. But I still maintain that that referee was overwhelmed by the pressure of the game. I still repeat that the Moroccans were running after that referee. If you officiate any infringement against the Moroccan side, they come after him. The Nigerian players do not do such. The Nigerian player will always wait for the captain to come and complain. Don't forget, something happened in the center circle. You see Osimhen running from the attacking front, coming down to the referee to protest, which they say is the new FIFA rule, that is only the captain of the side.
Because we abide to rules now.
Yes, we abide to rules and regulation, but to what end? The Moroccans, 4 or 5 of them will run to the referee, be even asking the referee, issue card, be giving this gesticulation to issue card. But the Nigerians were not doing it. But at the end of the day, you like it or not, if you don't protest in time and the referee come into the pitch and support the other opponent in whichever way or mishandle the game, because if you notice very well in the first half of that game, that referee identified so many infringements that was not even supposed to be. He blew that whistle back to back that even the game was not becoming interesting anymore in the first 28 to 30 minutes of the game. By the end of the day, it ended in the penalty. But the only thing, even though his Instagram account was brought down or whatsoever, he will get another one. The thing is that one thing he will want to stand tall is he didn't awarded any penalty or any whatsoever to the Moroccan side that they will hold him that maybe he has collected money or bribe of whichever form. Maybe it was just midfield infringement, corner side infringement, and some, that like the ball from Bruno Yemechi that he awarded. I was just surprised. What happened? Yemechi pulled out the ball into the thing. You now call up the ball. So it is a lot of pressure so CAF should understand that referee you see as the referee that could handle certain matches, not actually those referees. So even the Tom Abongile that was on the VAR, with the VAR team, was supposed to be even a better one, because we've watched several matches that he has officiated, high tempo matches that he has officiated. So they should ensure that when it's time for quarterfinal and semi-final, looking at the nation, they should bring in referees that have the capacity and the know-how to undo such matches, so that they can curtail the pressure and not looking at the host nation or whatsoever. That is why Gianluigi Collina has been the best referee in the world, because no matter how high the tempo of any match is, he will bring it down. That shows his level of professionalism.
And he's always in control.
And he's always in control. So that's
anyway, I would say Daniel Laryea, to me, he was biased somehow, because they were calls on several occasions, about 3 occasions, that he blew and the Moroccan player, one of each of these Moroccan players kicked the ball angrily, then he never did anything towards that, because in situations like that, FIFA rules say that once the referee has officiated or has blown and the player kicks the ball angrily, he needs to get a yellow card. But Chima, I believe he did that because he didn't want any Moroccan player to miss the final.
That's what I want to. Just like it's
true.
He was saying something. Abba was saying something about the pressure overwhelmed the referee. They were running to the referee. To be honest with you, the referee was not capable of handling that game. He was not capable of handling that game. CAF just appointed that. If you check Ghana
just
League,
appointed him to favor Morocco.
Yes, if you check Ghana League, where is Ghana League? What pressure has he been feeling in Ghana League? So what make CAF believe that this guy will handle a match between Morocco
and
in
Nigeria,
such capacity and against the Super Eagles of that? So I think that our NFF was the one that allowed such mistake to happen. I am not saying it was because of the referee that Nigeria lost the game.
I understand.
No, but in so many calls,
those cards.
There were several times that Basiwe was put back by a Kabi on several occasions. You did not issue a Kabi yellow card. There were many fouls against the Nigerian. You did if they are rushing to you 2-3, you have your card. You are the main man on this referee. Look at the referee, Acho of Gabon against for Senegal.
Yes.
Egypt. Look at the way he control the game. If you rush down to me as a referee, I will bring down my card and give you. If you like, come again, I give you red card. You go outside. So he allowed himself to be intimidated by those Moroccans. And Nigeria, we are looking at Nigeria. Obey. So sometimes in African football, I wonder what is going on. If you obey the law, you decide to play well and then not complain. The game will not still fall in your advantage. If you now decide to shout, the game will fall against you. So what are we? If we have to follow law, let us follow law. If referee is officiating a game, if they say no player should come to the referee except the captain, if any other person comes to shout, you give the person card. Let them review the card outside and check whether it was the right call or not. Not people will be, others will be doing it. The other thing will be feeling like if I do this now, they might give me card. But other thing will be doing and be getting away
scot-free
with it. So the referee did not do justice to that game at all. He just rubbish his reputation, making Nigeria and Ghana to now look at maybe they favored Nigeria. They favored Morocco. It's not as if he purposely came to the man to favor Morocco, but in that game, he was not capable. He was thinking a lot of things within the match. A whole match of that magnitude semi-final, you were controlled by players, you were controlled by fans, you were trying to blow you, and he was not even fit. As a referee in that kind of game, you run down to every scene, every ball, so that you can see it from different angles, because not everything at VAR we call. Though that referee was far from so many situations, that was why you see some balls. Even when it sounded whistle sometimes, there was a ball Osai somewhere and one Moroccan player, Zouai also, that Liberty's midfielder from the right hand side, from the right Osai Samuel side. Osai Samuel chased that guy down, caught the ball, but the ball had not gone outside the line. He blew he signed the whistle. Even the Moroccan were surprised. They were wondering what did this guy blow in that aspect. So I was just confused in his officiating throughout the game. That guy was not capable, and CAF, they knew that there are many other referees, Senegalese referee, South African referee that would have officiated that game, but I think they just played that politics and then NFF fought to it.
That's your own opinion, Chima, and Abada said his opinion.
Let me just put one thing. See, Nigeria is one of the countries in the world with the highest usage of social media in the world. I want to implore our people to ensure that they use their social media as well in fighting just cause for the nation. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Now, if the match against Algeria, the Algerians after the match, they ran to the referee, the technical crew, the players, they were bullying the referee. Even till today, in the Algerian social media space, they are calling that referee must not officiate any match that has to do with Algeria anymore. They'll keep it at bay. If it will be Cameroon, if it will be South Africa, they'll keep it at bay. They will fact check that referee. And when it comes for the next Nations Cup, they will still be sounding it for CAF that don't give us wrong referee. But you see what has happened to Nigeria now? In the next 2-3 days, it will die off a natural death. CAF will still come again in another Nations Cup and give us a referee at their own time, maybe 24 hours to a match they'll give us. So let's use our social media. Social media do not see, it will keep a record for you for 100 years. It has come to stay. So let's try and fight a just cause for Nigeria with our social media. Let's leave some level of criticism. Let's fight it, because this same thing that has happened today, it will happen again if not properly fought for.